Hello everybody, welcome to episode 30 of the Digimon Pendulum 20th series here, and today's the final episode of the series, actually. So, bit of an interesting little turnaround in that sort of sense. Yeah. Pretty much everything that we've done has come up to this point, and we're now here. It's like the final little bits of evolution and stuff like that. So, let's take them out of their cases for the final time of the series here. And we're going to put the cases to the side. We're not even going to put the put them back in the case at the end. Because this is the first end point of a series from 2026, which is kind of crazy to think about that. So this will be the first end of a series for the new, sort of year or whatever. And yeah, get to kind of just chill with some Digimon. So as you see, we already have our evolutions all going on there. We got our boy, I think it's, I forget his name. It's Terriermon's, the final evolution. It's like a green, giant mechanical dog. It's a weird little evolution. That is for sure. And then on the other side here, where you got these guys turning on as well, it's our boy Cherubimon and Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. They're both all doing fine. But as you see, our bunnies have now finally fully evolved, and everyone's just doing a grand old time. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, kind of crazy to think about that. Nope. What's going on with this guy? Oh, he needs everything. So I figured we'll do a few bits of, battle and stuff like that, and just kind of chill around with them for, a little bit longer. Yeah, gotta mess around with the digis and stuff like that. Pretty much after this series, we're gonna be going on to whichever one won the poll, which, hey, we need to find that out after this, too. So, super excited about all of that fun nautical nonsense. We're gonna give them some foods and everything. But yeah, so also the fun little factoid of this episode is this is episode 499 or whatever, not 499, not episode 499, but my 499 video for YouTube. So that means the new start of the next series will be the 500th episode, or 500th video I've made or whatever, which is crazy thinking about that. I can't believe that is an actual reality. And another insane thing to think about is that I'm almost at 600 subscribers, which is wow. That's kind of insane to me. I don't know. Wasn't expecting that many for a YouTube thing. But it's crazy thinking about that I've gotten to this point now where it's wow. And mainly it's all thanks to everyone watching this whole entire crazy YouTube thing that I'm doing here. So super big old thanks to y'all, and super glad that the next series gets to be the 500th video, just because it was viewer picked and stuff like that. So super excited about that. Hopefully everyone does the whole poll system that I went with for the upcoming series, because that's how I kind of want to plan on doing them for later every other series after that, is just put up a poll and let y'all pick them out. Mainly because I'm very picky about whatever series, and just would rather just have that little bit of fun there. It also let me pick out if people want to see the next mainstream new device, or the retro device or something like that. Something like that. Those little picks and options there. So yeah, I guess let's get into doing the battles for today's episode, because why not? We're not doing too much in today's overall thing here. So we're going to do some pendulum battles here. We're going to do 20th battles. We're going to do tag battles here. So we're going to do our boys all against each other, and get them all ready to shriek them up. Shriek, 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 shriek. And connect. And there we go. So let's see which one wins the fight. This is a battle. So Imperial Dramon Paladin Mone's gotten the first hit. The next hit will be taken over. Oh, they both got hit on that round. Wow. These things can't end in a draw. It's not that common for them to end in a draw, but that does actually happen every once in a while. And wow, Cherubimon got that mega hit on them too. Crazy. We're doing another battle here, because why not, Gotta keep doing the battles here. We're gonna do tags. We're gonna start off with the bunnies this time around, and have them kind of go in that sort of fight path there. Because What is it? I think Trubymon's a virus type? Actually, I guess we'll look into that after this battle. I kind of always forget what typing Trubimon is. He seems like he would be like a vaccine type, but he's like sometimes a virus type. It's kind of weird. Ooh, both of them got a hit on each other. Let's see the next one. Oh, only one of them did the hit this time. Oh, ooh, man. I know the power difference on the silver blue is like way greater than like the other one, so it's just kind of surprising to see that. And oh, our other boy got damaged already. Whee! But I have mentioned in the past though that if I ever picked up a Wave 2, that we'll get like another part 2 for the series in a way. I would like to pick up a Beelzebumon color one just for the sake of like doing some of the evolutions we missed out on this series a bit easier. Cough Cough, the Nightmare Soldiers ones. Ooh, there's quite a few of them on that device that are a bit of a pain to get a hold of. Yeah, so we did miss out on a few Jogress evolutions in the series. Like I said, I'm mainly leaving that open for a later on series, like for a sort of part 2 with a Wave 2 device. So hopefully at some point we are able to get a hold of those beautiful Wave 2s and enjoy all that fun that comes around with those Wave 2s. But for right now, we get to enjoy these wonderful Digis, which are super exciting for me. I know, always love these guys. Something about them, so nice. Also because, like, if I did a Wave 2 series, it's going to be, like, really weird and, like, messed around with concepts. Because, like, you know what? Jogressing can be really weird on this device, and like that'd be kind of the whole purpose of messing around with a lot of the Jogresses. And yeah, let's see, he is a vaccine type, so yeah, I did not expect that. What's this guy? Is he also a vaccine type, or is he a virus type? No, they're both vaccines. That's actually kind of surprising to me. What's the Vorvomon's thing? Let's see, what is his? He is a virus type, so I think there's like a typing disadvantage between these guys, because this one is a vaccine as well. Or is it a free type? See, where's the thing? Where's our screen that tells us what type he is? So yeah, he's a free type. Yes, you see it has no typing in there. So that's actually kind of interesting, huh? I was not expecting him to be a free type in that sense. I guess it's because of the Stingmon in him, because Stingmon is a free type. That's just kind of interesting, huh? Was not expecting that. So I guess free typing isn't listed in this device. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. But yeah, so guess we learned a bunch of random stuff in this. But yeah, I don't know what to really say about this kind of episode. I'm always bad at like these little final episodes. Usually I try like doing like an unboxing or something like that in these, because like there's usually just not much to talk about. It's kind of like, hey, we're done with, and the next series is going to happen. And that's kind of pretty much it. Like, it's just one of the things. I guess I'll end off on more of the note of, like, thank y'all for watching this series. It was really fun to sit down and do this. It's been a while since I've done a very much of a long-form series. And that was kind of the purpose of this one, was just to kind of do one that was a bit longer than my last standard series have been, mainly for the sense of, like, the last few series I've done, I would kind of call them failures. I'd messed up a lot of times on them. I kind of got busy in ways that I wasn't really thinking about, and things just kind of got in the way. And this series, even though it did have a few stopping points in amongst itself, very much did kind of hype me up to be back into just kind of doing these sort of ePet videos again. So I'm super excited that these did kind of like get me back into that flow and motion again. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited to be back into doing some of these all this content again. I would like to continue on with trying to do some other things while I'm like trying to do some videos, but like I'm gonna try at least keeping up with ePet content. That's like the main one I need to do here. That's the main one I would like to keep up with, and as long as I'm doing that, I'll be good with the YouTubes. I would like to try doing some side content still. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at making videos. I'm surprised people enjoy my content as much as they do, because I feel like I'm a mess sometimes in like recording all these videos. But yeah, this month has been a very interesting, like, or I guess the past 2 months when doing this whole entire series have been like very interesting. been like a bunch of changes in like my life as well, and it's just kind of crazy to think about that. And then like at the same time, just kind of running these at the same sort of pace and momentum. And of course, there has been some really awesome positives while we were doing this series. For example, the reintroduction of Digimon back into like the Western environments again. It is really awesome to know that Bandai will be coming back with the Digimon DM20th. I will make a statement to Bandai themselves that they actually do watch this video. If y'all are very much watching this video, please bring over these devices, the Pendulum 20th. I would love to see them. I get we're about to have, like, being the 30th anniversary for Digimon. But, like, for a cool 30th anniversary, bring these over. Seriously, like, if you're not wanting to upgrade to color screens yet, give us the rest of the monochrome line that y'all kind of missed out on. Give us the Pendulum 20th. Give us the wonderful world of, like, the DMX3. Re-release the DMXs in general. I'd be super excited to have another round of, like, DMX2s. And, like I said, I'd really enjoy having a DMX3, because I don't even have a DMX3 in, like, the real world, sadly. So, like, I'm really hoping that, like, with the upcoming re-releases of the DM20s, that we do keep up with just having virtual pets in the West. And I get if it's slow on, like, the color side of the virtual pets, because I'll be straight up honest with y'all, the kind of, like, value to the color Digimon currently is kind of questionable, especially when you're comparing them to something like the 20th models, and even the X models, too. Like, I'll be straight up honest with y'all, them color units are kind of, like, questionable in that sense. It'd be cool for the Digivices to come over to the West, because, like, that would be really awesome. But for color V-Pets currently, I still kind of question it, because, like, comparing them to the monochrome devices, I'd still say the monochrome wins currently. It's not like where like Tamagotchi progression, where the color Tamagotchi and a basic Tamagotchi feel so widely different from each other now. Like, looking at color Digimon from base Digimon, you kind of have to question like the worth and value. And yeah, I would prefer Pendulum 20th over any of the color models currently. So hopefully y'all re-release these over to the West. I know most people usually ask me for like reviews and stuff like that for like V-Pets or whatever. If anyone is curious on getting a Pendulum 20th, I would recommend it, especially if you find one for a good price. Nowadays, these things go for like insanely high prices. So as long as you're able to get one for a good price, go along with that. There are some really interesting mods for these devices. I will give a warning out to the corruption factor of these devices though. If you're not careful when swapping out batteries, these devices can get easily corrupted. So usually what I recommend to doing when you do swap the battery is just reset the device in general. It just kind of bypasses the corruption issues that do kind of happen with this device. I know most people like want to keep up with their saves or whatever. I just kind of recommend resetting them a lot of the times. If y'all are willing to take the risk of resetting, you can. But there is a good chance that when you do, continue on with, not resetting, when you do continue your save, it will get corrupted. So I do kind of have to give out that warning where it's like, these are really awesome devices. You just kind of have to get used to the fact that you will have to reset them. Just because the whole save chips or whatever in this device don't kind of work as properly as they should. I'm hoping that if these ever do get a Western release, there is a possibility, you never know. Bandai keeps re-releasing the DM20s, and there is a good chance that we could get these back again. If these do ever get re-released, I would kind of hope that the saving issue gets touched upon. Hopefully. If not, like, at least we know there's ways to avoid it with just, like, kind of just doing resets every once in a while. But yeah, that's pretty much, overall, really recommend these devices. I don't know if I'd recommend them for the price tags I see sometimes. Like, if you don't, like, go crazy and spend, like, the $300 I see on the internet, but, like, if you're able to get them for, like, a good, cheaper price, go with that. Go get these guys. These are really awesome devices. And just make sure they actually work properly fine. Like I said, corruption is a very common issue with these things. But yeah, that's kind of pretty much all I have to say for this little series here. Hopefully one day we could do a Wave 2 part to the series. I would love to have a BLUESKY color. So hopefully one day on that one. If not, then this will be like the sort of current end for this. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. And we'll see y'all in the next series, which will be my 500th video, which is crazy to think about that. But yeah. And of course, the poll is ending after this. No more voting for the poll. After this video is done with, the poll is over. So, the next video will show the result of the poll with that fun going on there. And yeah, just kind of good to be chilling with these guys. I'm going to take the batteries out of these guys after the fact. I probably should take them out now. So I guess we'll end off the series with taking out batteries. Let's go take out batteries. So we're going to put them all to sleep currently. And we'll end off on the battery taking out. So, just unscrew the battery. And take it out. There we go. Same with the other side. Take this and unscrew. And I'm glad that these devices got to give me another long, enjoyable period with them. Whee! These are some of my favorite devices, so I'm very glad that like I can continue running them over and over again. But for right now, for the purpose of video stuff, these guys are done with for video series. I'm glad that I finally got to do a nice proper redo. Because I don't know why, but like I can at least call this one like one of my first few successful Digimon series. Because for some weird reason, I have really bad luck when running Digimon devices. So, I'm glad that I finally got to have a proper series with these guys. And thank y'all for watching. Seriously. Bye-bye-bye. And we got batteries that I get to figure out the device I get to put them in next. Yay! I'm not going to put them in the pen cycles because those don't have save functions. These might go to my D2 when its battery craps out on me. So yay, fun with that. The fun of used batteries and Tamagotchis and stuff like that. You never know how much battery juice they ever have on them. I really need to find like a voltage meter that tells me how much of the things people, like battery juice things have. If anyone knows a good one, please comment that down below. Besides that, thank y'all for watching. See you in the next series. Bye-bye-bye. Whee! And I got to put these guys up now. Bye.